teach is Lesson for a Lifetime. Lesson for a Lifetime, Carol Pratetta.
Our parents are with us for a short time, but the lessons they leave us last for a lifetime. My mom, Kalita Escritor, was such a character that just calling her mom doesn't do justice to the character that she was. Born and raised in Hawaii, she was a passionate, free spirit who had a penchant for making bold statements. Like the time she saw a certain young man and she said, "That's the man for me." Well, she got him, and being the passionate, free spirit that she was, she got pregnant at age 18. So she shelved her plans to join the army and travel the world, and instead she embraced a life of marriage and motherhood. But a dreamer's energy and passion must be channeled. So Kalita became super family matriarch. Her mission was to help her family achieve their dreams. She started with my dad first. He was the first in his family to immigrate from the Philippines to Hawaii. And he so fervently wanted to bring more of his family to Hawaii. Kalita got into action. She hatched a plan. She befriended a nice young man, a solid citizen, who worked at the airport. And when the time was right, she said, "Do you like Filipino women?" He said, "Yes." "Great. If you will go to the Philippines to meet my niece, I will pay for your trip." So Stephen went to the Philippines to meet Vina, and they fell in love. Stephen and Vina live on Maui and are still married 45 years later. That was an example of Kalita's determination. It took even more resolve to get the rest of the family over to Hawaii. Another example was when I wanted to study fashion design in New York City, but I was afraid to talk to my parents because of the cost. I mean, this is a blue-collar family. To my surprise, my mom said, "We will make it happen." I graduated from the New York Fashion Institute of Technology, and I had a 28-year career as a dress designer in New York City. I was still living in New York when Mom contracted cancer. She was only 59. For 3 years, whenever I visited home, she never spoke about her illness, only about the people and the projects that she had going on. One day she called me at my office. "Carol, the doctor said I have 1 month to live." My whole body went numb. My throat went dry. I could barely speak. "Carol, maybe I'll come and stay with you for a while." "Sure, Mom. Are there any colleges there? Because I want to take a course." Perplexed, I said, "Yes." "Are there any Filipino restaurants there?" "No." "Good, because I'm going to open up a Filipino restaurant." "Mom, what about what the doctor said? Carol, the doctor is wrong. I so wanted a heart-to-heart exchange with her at that moment, but it wasn't to be. The conversation ended without it. And so it was until she passed. For years after that, I wondered about that conversation. Even after my husband and I moved to San Diego, I was still mystified. I got my answer as I was driving along Mira Mesa Boulevard one day. In the distance on the side of the road was a metal utility box painted with colorful words and images and a ribbon. As I drove closer, I read, "Live as if you'll die tomorrow." I took the next right turn and drove to the utility box. And on the other side, I read, "Dream as if you'll live forever." That was it, a spiritual download. My mom's dying message could not be conveyed in words alone. Instead, she had gifted me with an indelible example of dreaming as if she would live forever. So these days, when I judge a dream of mine as being impossible or too late, I remember my mom's lesson that she taught me. And what about you? Do you keep your dreams only to yourself? Do you judge your dreams or do you dismiss them? If so, remember the message from my mom, Kalita Escritor. Live as if you'll die tomorrow. Dream as if you'll live forever. Thanks again, Mom. Love you.